guys, here we are from the European premiere of Maleficent, Mistress of Evil here in London. Very excited for this one tonight. We're going to have all the cast out from the film and a few of the creatives as well. Super excited to chat to them all, so let's get into it. Your character's got a much bigger role in this film than in the first one, and you've got some very, very cool moments. I don't want to spoil too much. How was it being able to jump back into this character and really explore different sides of him than in the first one?
Oh, it was great. I really loved coming back to it because I was just beginning to enjoy myself when the first one was over.
Yeah.
But it's amazing what happens when you put the wig on and the contact lenses and the leather.
Yeah.
It was like it was yesterday. It's kind of freaky.
Yeah.
Only Elle was 21 and not 14.
Exactly right.
We had a good time with each other this time. We really gossiped a lot.
Yeah. There's some really funny moments on set. Any moment that
I mean, it's always pretty ridiculous the way we look all the time. You know, that lends itself to comedy. Watching Angelina try and play table tennis in the cloak and horns was pretty interesting. She's good at everything though.
She's good at table tennis.
She's good at table tennis too. I can confirm.
The first film, of course, was about 5 years ago. It was at the very beginning, one of the very first of these live-action Disney remakes, reboots, kind of things that they're doing now. How's it like coming back to it now? There's been Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin, The Lion King, all of these big ones. To know that you were at the very forefront of that and that the influence, the impact that the first Maleficent had on, I guess, what's become quite a large franchise of films.
I never really thought about it like that, but I mean, they're all good in their own merit. You know, the originals are still good as well. They still hold up. I mean, but people want to see them. And I think, you know, what was fun about this one was we'd sort of done the Sleeping Beauty thing in the first one, and now we're sort of onto a completely novel ground.
Was that a bit more freeing as a performer and with your character?
Me, they developed the character a bit, so there was a bit more playful, the relationship between him and Maleficent. So I was really happy about that, obviously. But it's always a great script and amazing costumes and amazing people. So it kind of, it's not really work.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say that. But
You've come into the film as a brand new character. What's it like stepping into, I guess, a previously established world like Maleficent and bringing a brand new spin to it?
It's wonderful because there's already an audience for the story, and it's a huge privilege. And to work with Angelina Jolie is a dream come true. She's an exceptional actress, and Michelle Pfeiffer's a new character coming in, and it was just wonderful.
Yeah,
really exciting.
There's quite a lot of new characters in it, which I thought was really fantastic. It felt very similar to the first film, but all these new faces and so it just made it feel so fresh and so new. I thought it was really fantastic.
It's great when they honour the original story and add a bit of layering, because it was already a fantastic film.
Yeah. Did you draw any any inspiration from Sleeping Beauty? Of course, the film takes a lot of inspiration from that original film. Did you personally, of course, your character's not in that film, but was that something you could look back to and draw a little bit of inspiration from yourself?
Well, absolutely. I'm always inspired by Disney. They make incredible films, beautiful storytelling, lots of imagination, the sets, the costumes, everything is of the highest quality. And as regards inspiration for my character, I thought a lot about Kill Bill.
Yes.
You know, quite stoic and serious, and listen to certain like punk music and things like that. Just layer it up.
Did you draw any inspiration from any? You've got a very villainous side to your character. Did you take any inspiration from classic Disney villains, or just a bit of everything?
Well, Glenn Close as Cruella
of course, fantastic.
Yes. But I also thought about villains like villains that are silent and then quite deadly, and like something like Jeremy Renner in The Town. Doesn't say a lot, but you're so terrified of him. Things like that. Someone who's quite unpredictable.
Great. You're playing one of the most iconic Disney princes, one of the most iconic Disney characters of all time. How is it to jump into a character like that? Is it a bit daunting? Is it exciting? And the character was played by a different actor in the first film. Is that like an extra level of
pressure?
Yeah.
I think there's always pressure to do anything when you step into something as an actor. I wasn't necessarily intimidated by the idea of replacing someone, because I think each thing is new and fresh, and you can try and bring something.
You put your own spin on it.
Spin on it. But yeah, stepping into a Disney film was definitely a nerve-wracking thing. You know, big scope. I didn't really acknowledge it until I finished. I was so focused on just doing a good job that I was all right. And then after, I was a bit blown away by it all. Yeah.
Well, you're fantastic. Really love the film.
Thank you, mate. Cheers.
You have done a lot of great fantasy films in the past, of course, stuff like Star Wars, Harry Potter, all that. What is it that draws you to fantasy stories, fantasy filmmaking?
You know, I grew up in the 80s and enjoyed the fantasy films of the 80s, and I was in a few of them as well. And I love the escapism.
Yeah.
Maleficent, Mistress of Evil is pure fantasy, escapism, visually spectacular. It's a real feast for the eyes, and it's got these wonderful characters in it. You know, you've got your villains, you've got your goodies, and you really know where you are with the film. And I think these films have got a place in the world because we all want to go and escape. The cinema and the theatre, they were designed to take you in and take you to somewhere else. And this film does it perfectly.
Yeah, what I loved about the film is that there are so many characters, a vast array of characters, and even a character like yours who's, I guess, a minor role in the film, but you all get a big spotlight in it, and especially your character even has a noticeable arc in the film.
A little through line through the movie. And that's what intrigued me and interested me in the role, because and it was always developing as we were doing the film as well. Things were changing, and I was like, and I became even more intrigued by it as we went through the making of the film as well. So I'm excited to see the completed thing, actually.
Yes, it's fantastic. We saw it yesterday. It was really, really great. I loved your role.
Nice one.
And how was it on set? Did you have lots of fun?
I always have fun working. I mean, I do, even though I'm getting up at 4 a.m. and having rubber glued to my face and all of that stuff. You know, just working with the people in a movie like this. I mean, Angelina, such a lovely person to work opposite, but also being a producer on the movie, she was across everything and wanted to make sure everyone was having a good time and was, you know, as comfortable as they could be. And, you know, opposite Michelle Pfeiffer and Elle Fanning as well. I mean, these are wonderful, wonderful performers. And you can learn a lot as an actor when you work with people like that. And I'm always learning on a movie. I'm like, wow, why is she doing that now? Okay, I see what she's done there. And just the way that they'll work out a scene and things. It's, it was really a wonderful experience. And of course, I enjoy the sets and the environments. I mean, my little laboratory that I have, I was introduced to it before we went to shoot on the set. I was able to kind of explore and figure stuff out and get everything where I wanted it to be. So it felt like my own space. And it just, I mean, I was in awe of the set designers and the props department who completely make this place feel real. It's terrific. Especially my little device that I use to get up to the bench. I'm thinking of installing one of those in my kitchen at home. And make the toast in the morning, scoot along to the sea. It'll be great.
This is a beautiful film, and we were just talking about it's so nice because it reminds you that everybody has a bit of love, also has a little bit of bad, but it's like you can't judge people, can you?
No, you shouldn't be wrong to, because we all have something inside of us, and that maybe we feel is misunderstood, or if we let it out completely and we were completely who we are, it might not be accepted. But then I think, you know, what are we doing on this earth if not to figure out what that is that makes us uniquely us and be it, and then find those who accept us for it. And I hope everybody just pushes back. There's so much oppression, there's so much judgment these days, and I think the only way to respond to it is to become more and more and more yourself and shut it down.
Shut it down, I love that.
Yes. Sorry.
What do you think the film says about parenthood?
That it's not easy, that even Maleficent can have trouble and worry whether or not she's a good enough mom. I think what it means to be a mom. And I think in her mind she has this idea, and we probably all do, I did before I had kids, of what to be a perfect mother, maybe I have to be a perfect person, and that's not true. You have to just do your best and be willing to put your child before you, I think is what, and she has that. And so she loves being a mom.
Yeah. And you do too?
I love it. So my everything.
You've got like incredible cast behind you. I wondered, what was it like to work with Michelle Pfeiffer and again with Elle in the
Oh, amazing. Well, Elle's grown into such an extraordinary young woman, and she's, with all her fame and everything she's gone through, she's just as kind and as grateful as ever. And Michelle is brilliant and funny and wonderful, and it was just a dream. Everybody, and all the guys, all the Chiwetel's, everybody. Really, it was one of those, like, you just got lucky at work, where everybody's really nice to each other. It's good.
If this is your first time viewing one of my videos and you'd like to see more like it in the future, then please don't forget to hit that big old subscribe button up on your screen, as well as that like button down below for that little extra support. Also, don't forget to check me out on social media, and please consider supporting me over on Patreon. Thanks for watching, and have a fantastic day.